their traditional independent artists to basically build successful careers outside of the spotlight of TMZ and the major media and the major labels. And I think it's not that different than doing it the old-fashioned way of building your audience and learning to market content to them. It's very easy to self-publish on iTunes or other types of platforms now, very easy to self-publish ringtones, and create potential revenue sources that you can market to an audience. And I think in that case, it's just a matter of developing that audience on the internet. So for example, I'm on Twitter, I'm on MySpace, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, but people can always go to tayzonday.com and partake in a community that's kind of mined from the ground up. And if they want more interactivity there, they can post on the forums. And I think a lot of the most successful people on the internet, like Michael Buckley, in all of Michael Buckley's videos, he's always saying, well, okay, here's a forum thread at his website that the users can then post on. So I think part of it is trying to develop one's own URL, one's own community that kind of anchors all of the other social network traffic, and that's one way to build user interactivity. And so that's where Tay Zonday came from. I was looking for a unique name that didn't get any Google hits, and in January 2007, Tay Zonday did get 0 results on Google. So I kind of chose that as this idea that I could have a separate identity, and it was really this idea of having a separate Google history. So if I ever applied for an academic job, people could look up, okay, well, here's Adam Bonner, and this is what he's published, and this is what he's done in his professional career. And by the way, he's done this little thing, with music, and this is the little musical thing that he does. And now, of course, they're kind of merged, and Adam Bonner produces Tay Zonday, and Tay Zonday produces, that Google history is not separate anymore. But definitely, I was very brand conscious from the start, at least in trying to separate the entertainment brand from what I was doing professionally at the time. As time went on, it's funny looking at the different interviews that I've done, because in the first radio interviews that I did, I would adamantly assert that Tay Zonday was this thing that was different than Adam Bonner, and that Tay Zonday was this brand, and it was kind of a lot of artists have multiple personas. Eminem has a Slim Shady type thing, and I was kind of like, okay, there's Adam, and Adam does this, and Tay Zonday is this. And as time has gone on, and Tay Zonday has kind of come to dominate what I do professionally, and how I interact with people, I just kind of had to pick one and stop confusing people. So now I just go, Tay Zonday is what's on my business card.
One of the interesting things about YouTube is that YouTube sold their company for $1.6 billion, $1.6 billion, but they didn't share any of that revenue with the content creators who helped them be who they are, right? There's two artists that there's two things that I always say is successful for YouTube. One is Viacom, and the other is this girl named Brookers, right? So Brookers is one of the first user-generated artists on YouTube who helped build the community, right? So those are the two things that I said are directly responsible for YouTube's success. Now, Viacom is suing for their money. Brookers is not. But, I mean, you would think they'd say, hey, here's some money. Thanks for helping us build our community.